Chapter 3: Your True Voice versus Your Critical Voice. Every one of us has a critical voice in our heads that says, "You can't do this." Do you know what I'm talking about? Just so we're clear, that critical voice is not you. So what is it then? This little voice is opposed to you succeeding at anything and is in fact the enemy. It wants you to lose and will try to talk you out of doing what is right. The time has come for you to do something different. Instead of listening to that inner voice, face up to it. Say to it, "Just watch me." This critical inner voice may be your enemy, but it is an enemy that will not control you anymore. You will now be listening to another voice inside your head, your true voice. Your true voice speaks to you from deep down, and you know when it speaks to you because you feel a spark of empowerment. That's the voice you must listen to from here on out. In the end, you need to ask yourself some questions. What is life truly about? What gives me great joy whenever I think about it? The answer comes from one word: memories. When you are alone sometimes, do you recall your memories? Of course you do. Right at this moment, you are creating either a positive or a negative memory that your future self will be looking back on. Memories are everything. When I think of the 6 years I struggled with severe anxiety and panic, I realized that during that time I had no positive memories. Pretty sad, isn't it? The days leading up to my decision to overcome my anxiety disorder naturally were the most grueling of all. In fact, I remember being intoxicated in my car thinking about which direction I should take. Should I listen to my critical voice and stay in my comfort zone that is leading me on a path that will lead to more awful memories? Or should I listen to my true voice that is gently telling me that there's a way out of this hell? The interesting thing is that both paths were quite scary. If I followed the advice of my critical voice and stayed in the comfort zone of fear that I had created, I'd be stuck as a hypochondriac, visiting doctors for my anxiety and emergency rooms for my panic attacks. I would continue the cycle for the rest of my life, not making any good memories and remaining miserable. Does this sound familiar? If I followed my true voice, I would be embarking upon unknown territory, a world that deep down I didn't believe existed, a world of peacefulness, joy, and good memories, a world that would take a lot of effort, patience, and momentum to be realized. Because reconditioning the mind and desensitizing from anxiety triggers was not going to be an overnight process, there was only one choice for me, and thankfully, that was to listen to my true voice, and I am here to tell you that you should too. In fact, you must. Regularity is considered the way in today's society. When someone dresses differently, has a unique personality, or is in a different race or religion from us, we can get confused, and the first reaction to confusion is disapproval. We just don't know about the differences enough to accept a person's separate way of living from ours. When it comes to you, don't fall into the trap of regularity. You can create a change for yourself, and you must. If something is consistently pulling you in a direction that deep down you don't want to go, make a decision and change it the way I did to overcome my anxiety disorder naturally. Start to take a closer look at whether your critical voice or your true voice is shaping your life, and make the right decision so you can start making some great memories starting today.